This segment is sponsored by RVA Wealth Management.
Well, you might be wondering how the pandemic will impact your finances moving forward. Here with us to tell us what to expect is our friend David Koren of RVA Wealth Management. Hey, David.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
We're doing great. So first question for you, how are your clients reacting now that the pandemic is finally, winding down?
One word, travel. So everyone put off travel last year for the last year and a half, and they are ready to go see their family, their friends, or maybe just the sights. And that's good news for the economy. So we're excited about that. It really does help spur the economy on. The other thing that we're seeing is that a lot of folks last year put off retirement. So we've had quite a few clients retire this year that had planned on retiring last year. So that's sort of what we're seeing. And part of the reason for that is they can now travel because the masks are coming off.
Well, when you and I talk, sometimes I think I know the answer to the next question. I don't have a clue on this one, so I'm going to ask it. So how is investing and handling our money how are we going to handle that post-pandemic? Is it going to be totally different?
It's not going to be totally different at all, but there are differences. So in this post-pandemic world, there's two major themes that we're watching. One is rising interest rates, and the other is rising inflation. So both of those things have an impact or give us some sense of where we should be putting our money in this type of environment. So we expect the economy is going to run pretty hot for some time into 2022, given the masks have come off. So now is a good time to be in equities and commodities. You're not going to be making a whole lot in the bond market because of the rising interest rates. Bonds valuations drop as interest rates go up. So you're going to be hard pressed to make enough to keep up with inflation if you're investing only in bonds. So it's a natural push into equities. And also, as these inventories get rebuilt out there, because, we do have a supply problem right now for many products, which is driving inflation, by the way. But because of that, there's going to be a really high demand to build these inventories back up, and they're going to do that by buying commodities and other raw materials. So there is money to be made in that environment as well.
Okay. Yeah, I know some things are going up. I financed a sheet of plywood last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lumber is a great example of a raw material going up in price. Yes.
All right. RVA Wealth Management, you say you have a free consultation. What's included in that?
Sure. A free consultation is actually 2 meetings and involves a discovery session and then a recommendation session. Usually people contact us during a life-changing event, like, they're going to retire now, or there's been an inheritance, a divorce, a death in the family, things like that. That's usually when we get contacted, or at least that's when people have a lot of specific questions they want to get answered. We send out a list of items we'd like for you to bring to the meeting to address your questions. We then ask a lot of questions in the first discovery meeting to find out exactly where you are, what you're trying to accomplish, what your goals are, what your questions are. And then we try to get a good handle on your risk tolerance. And once we've done all that, we take the information back and create a basic financial plan for you that can help you to answer those individual questions that you might have had, as well as give you a sense of where you are in terms of your retirement plan. It takes about 3 hours of our time to do all of this, and it's completely free to the folks that want to take advantage.
Sounds like a great deal. Hey, for more information, folks, visit rvawealthmanagement.com, or you can call them at 804-497-2100. And there's more Virginia This Morning straight ahead.